Hey guys, so I had this crazy idea. If you ever seen the glove box off of the GTS, there are two radiators down there, and there's a left and a right, and on the left side there's a fan, cooling fan on it. And I've always looked at the right one, and you see they're the same part number. Apparently they're the same radiator. There's no fan on that. Now, the cooling system on here is plenty adequate. Like, it will cool this thing down, no problems. If you have a stock GTS and you know you've noticed it before, it's more than enough for cooling. So I'm the type that I like to modify things, I like to tweak things, and I was wondering, like, what happened if I did put another fan over there, and that would actually give me just a little bit more cooling capacity. So as you know, here in the right side, there's plenty of room for a cooling fan. So I was online, I was on Revzilla, and they have it's by Trail Tech. It's a universal cooling kit. So I looked at it, wondered about it, so I ordered it. I took and did some measuring around, and sure enough, I could make it fit. So what I did was, on this side of the bike, there's a little universal joint where it's not a universal joint, it's just a union sitting right here in the under the floorboard. The radiator, the coolant that comes off the engine, comes down on this side, and there's a union. So I went on their website and I saw where there was this union, and I don't know, I was like, let's give it a shot. So I put it all together. I did it in conjunction with a coolant flush for the bike, and it works. So here's a little highlight of what I did and how I did it. So here we are with the scooter before doing the work. So the first thing we need to do is we got to take off the glove box here and the floor pan. Both of those have to come off to get to the radiator hose on the other side. So let's get to it. And here we are. We have the glove box removed. We have the floorboards removed. And we have the side panels removed. The panel that goes above the battery cover, and the foot pegs all taken off. So here we are. Okay, now the coolant has been drained out and properly contained in a jug, and now it's on to putting on the sensor, which is going to be this here. Sensor's inside, and it's going to go right here. From the factory, Vespa has a little plastic union joint right here, so it's gonna be perfect for it. It's gonna fit just right there. I mean, you can't ask for a better location. This is the hose that brings the hot coolant off the engine over to the radiators. You're probably asking, why would you do this? Why would you take something that works just fine and do it? Well, it's independent of the other system. There's no interconnection. All it does is it reads, it sees a temperature, kicks on the fan for this radiator. So the other one still does its thing. It's set a little bit less, so this one in my application actually becomes the primary, and the original one becomes the secondary, because it comes in at just a slightly less temperature than the other one. So I'm going to be riding in the scooter Cannonball in 2023, and the first couple days we're going to be riding through Lake Havasu, starting from San Clemente, California. And in Lake Havasu, it gets hot over there. There's gonna be a little bit of riding out there in the desert. And I was like, you know what? Why not take the cooling margin and just give it just a little bit more capacity? You know, what harm could that do? So anyway, it works. It works like a charm. I put the gauge is actually in my box here. I don't need it up here. I'm not worried about temperature. I'm not worried about it overheating, but it's just neat that the room is there. I put it on and it works. So I can correlate the temperature of the bike with what's going on up there. So whatever temperature I see up on the dash, I could just stick my head in there and go, okay, it's running at this degree, you know, 202, 203, somewhere about there. So I think it's just a cool idea. Like I say, it's nowhere compromising the coolant system that's on the bike. It's just something that's just sort of piggybacks. It's a sensor, a fan, it's plugged in, it's on its own electrical system. It has a fuse with it. I can pull the fuse and disable it anytime. Got really no reason to. So I'm going to ride it. I'm going to test it, see what it does, and I don't know. I just think it's just cool. You look online, you never see a fan over on the right side. So until now, unless someone else has done it, I haven't seen it. So anyway, I'm excited about it. So let's see.